The greatest Tucker. Look at that. That's a Tucker, you guys. Yeah, Tucker, Tucker, Tucker. You know Tuckers? Yeah, Tucker. Okay, you guys, we are in the presence of true and total greatness. Rare is the day that you get to spend with a Tucker. This is number 31. This is the family car. Yeah, you're looking at 3 headlights right there. There it goes. Tires are turning and the headlight is moving. This hood ornament is one of the great hood ornaments of all time. Super modern in every way. Oh, I know. Look at that. Whoa, I know. I love that headlight, the way it jets out there. There's a little shelf right here in case you want to put something down there while you're at a picnic or something. And the bumper and grille in one. Turn signal lights. A pop-out windshield, little rear view mirrorette right there. The gas goes in the front fender. It is a rear engine car, and look at the shape of that front fender. I know, that torpedo shape right there is spectacular. The rear fender with the air intake for the rear engine. The beautiful wheel cover, the divine simplicity. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, yeah. Beautiful. We're kind of close up against the wall here, but how many exhaust ports are there, you guys? There's 6. There's the rear grille for the water-jacketed air-cool engine. There on the trunk is the famous crest. Luggage comes with the car. That little window right there, I know. And I love this interior. Very 1940s door handle, push button. Oh, look at all the levers. I love air mix, fresh air. That crest again in the hub of the wheel. The steering wheel came from a Lincoln Zephyr. The speedometer, the whole instrument cluster. The gear shift selector right there. And then the radio. All the way over here. I love the view from inside, don't you? I know. We are with among the, if not the world's greatest Tucker historian. Say hello to Eric Breslow right here.
Hi. This car was bought from their own bankruptcy auction in 1949 by the Tucker family, and this was the family car. Preston Tucker kept this car until the day he died in 1956. The family then sold it in 1963, and I bought it from the guy that bought it from the family. So it's never been on the market publicly, still is not.
Where did it live from 1963 till when you got it?
Really interesting. So the gentleman that bought it from Mrs. Tucker was a friend of the Tucker publicist. They had a publicist who also wrote an autobiography of Tucker, a biography of Tucker called The Indomitable Tin Goose by Charles Peterson. So Charles Peterson had a dear friend named Jay Busker out of Elk Point, South Dakota. And Jay said to him, hey, I really want to get a Tucker. And Charles said, well, the only one I know of is the family car, but I don't think Mrs. Tucker will ever sell it. Well, many letters over many years, Mrs. Tucker finally got to the point where she said, okay, let's let the nice man have the Tucker. And it had lived in Elk Point, South Dakota since. And Mr. Busker unfortunately passed away in, I think, the early 2000s, and the car had been enshrined in a building, and the family was nice enough to choose me as the custodian going forward. And so we went to Elk Point, South Dakota, and it was literally drywalled into a room with no doors or windows. And because he didn't want anyone to steal it, he didn't want anyone to know it was there. So we had to dismantle a room to get the car out, to get it on a truck to bring it back here.
How much restoration did you do?
Actually none, other than mechanical. So when I got it, we went through the gas tank. The gas tank was, gunked up with varnish, basically. We went through the cooling system. We've gone through the motor. We went through all the mechanicals on the car because you don't want to over-restore a car as special as this. As a matter of fact, the family once told me that these marks on the steering wheel in the Bakelite Preston Tucker was a heavy cigarette or cigar smoker, and those are cigar burns on the Bakelite. And Mrs. Tucker came in one day, Shirley Tucker, she said, "Oh, those are Dad's burn marks on the Bakelite."
So all this right here is
cigar burn marks, yeah, from Preston Tucker. So, you know, it's not a car you want to over-restore or really mess with.
how many miles are on this car?
The odometer says, I think, 16,000 or something, and I wouldn't guess that that's inaccurate because Mr. Busker didn't drive the car. I'm sure that the Tuckers drove the car from 48 to, you know, maybe 50, 53, 54 when Mr. Tucker got sick. He probably drove the car quite a bit. But once it went to Mr. Busker, I'm not sure that he, you know, put 100 miles on it.
Oh, like 1,000 French horns.
So the way to shift a Tucker is actually, it was a Tucker Y1 transmission, and it's like a semi-automatic transmission. So basically what you do is it's called a pre-select. So you would move this lever into the first gear, and then you would push on the clutch, and it would activate a solenoid in the back that would move the transmission, much like a manual transmission. It would move it manually into first, and then you let go, and you hope to hell that it's in first gear. And then again, you step on the clutch again, move this pre-select to second gear, let off the clutch, and hope that the solenoids did what they're supposed to do, and when you let off the clutch, you're in second. Again, so we would move, pre-select it into third, then step on the clutch and go.
You got to learn to drive this car.
You have to learn to drive this, yeah, it's a little different.
We're starting the car. Come on, Tucker. So the car needs some gas, and then we're gonna give it a good start up. Push button. The sound of a Tucker motor. Woo! How much do you love the sound of a Tucker motor? Unlike any other car you have ever heard, because it's a helicopter motor, you guys. In fact, this car, you can fly in this car. Eric, I have to say thank you for being the king of Tuckers.
My pleasure. I always love to share the car. The car needs to be shared. Something of this much historic history in the automotive industry must be shared with the masses.
And there is the man himself. Let's get a good look at Mr. Preston Tucker! Joyride has been brought to you by Holiday Jubilee and Addicted to Americana. Order your signed copies now at charlesphoenix.com. We ship worldwide.